Hello guys, and welcome to yet another game of the League of Legends. I said that in a weird and funny voice, I hope. It was sort of funny, but I have to apologize to you guys. This game might not be so easy considering we have a weakling in the top lane and a numbskull in the jungle. And I'm saying that jokingly, of course, because of their names. We have ADC Misfortune, of course, that's me. We have our friend Joey, don't want to say all those numbers, and has our support. Our mid lane is Sona. She's actually using the DJ Sona skin, so hopefully I'll get some good. You guys can get a good view of that. And top lane we have the weakling Teemo, and in the jungle we have a numbskull, Xin Zhao. Of course, as you guys can see, I'm not being rude. That's the names, but I thought I'd make a joke out of it in the beginning. The enemy team has Varus in the ADC, mid Ziggs, top Jax, jungle Kha'Zix, and support Hammerdinger. Okay. So I want to note something here that both the Ziggs and the Jax have teleport, meaning that, sadly, if we're not careful, one wrong move could be the end of us. I got this because, I mean, although it's not the biggest thing in the world, compared to your double up, I actually like getting this because it allows me to do some damage over time and poke. Well, I can poke with this, but it's not like a guaranteed poke, actually, because it might bounce to another minion. It's very useful for farming, but I'd rather farm while saving mana and use my mana in terms of perhaps getting some damage off of them. But our friend Joey said he's not really gonna. He's a support, but he says don't. I'm sorry if I'm really good. I think he meant that in a way that is he's gonna try and take kills. Okay, so it's mid Heimerdinger. I have no idea what that means for us at the moment. But I'm going to go bot lane to farm. They're starting. Wait. I knew that was going to happen. So it's actually Ziggs support. I don't know where this Kha'Zix went, but I would be careful. He went the other way. Sadly, this doesn't help us in our lane phase at all. Sadly, I was hoping we could go ahead and just leave, because I want to just farm. But right now, we're only down one farm. So it seems like they aren't doing their best. They're probably swording the river just now, I believe. Yep. Okay, that was kind of to be expected. They kind of probably assumed you were going to come down at them from the side. Okay, that was actually pretty good on this part, I actually think. Because he did enough damage to it that I could go ahead and... Okay, no, but that farm was messed up, but it seems like Varus isn't doing too well either at this point. Okay. Let's see. She's going to help us with our farm by getting it down low so it'll be easier for us to push. But if you guys see at this point... I'm just gonna bow out of here. So hopefully I should be able to get out safely. But they actually busted their flashes as well, so it's not too bad of a thing. And actually, and hopefully we can do something here or there. Okay, they also had to bust their whatever it's called. But that's fine, because I don't mind going back a little bit early, because now I can get more potions, and I can get myself a boot. Thing is, MF has a lot of base movement speed with the increased amount of movement speed she has on Strut, and this goes up 8 seconds to a maximum of 70. I don't know if it increases eventually, but right now I have 424 movement speed, which will allow me to dodge poke from them and all the good stuff. And they haven't been able to farm, hopefully, because our hero support has been pushing. So while that wasn't completely planned to a point, I kind of have an idea that I wasn't like afraid of all that afraid, I guess you could say. Now I lost my movement speed because I lose it upon being hit. Okay, sometimes like when the support is helping you farm like that, it can be a little bad depending on like how things go. So you kind of have to be like really careful with that. So that went bad, I guess you could say. And his attack actually. Okay, I was gonna mention that the back one here that was being attacked by the Candyman was one that I should totally like hold back on attacking for the moment, because I wanted to go ahead and perhaps like see if I can let the minions take down most of its health. Okay, so I was hoping we could have done something there. I don't know why we're exactly going in on this. So right now, like, that was kind of faulty on their part. They probably didn't think I was going to go so hard for that. And the only reason I really went so hard for that was because I had a lot of potions. Ugh, come on, don't die. Okay, so she got that, and I was hoping I could go ahead and do something there. But I had some trouble, and I'm just going to go power up my W because that's kind of what I need. And right now there's not anything I can really get from backing, and hopefully I can get around to some real good poke, I guess, if I have to make sure. I can get farm right now. I don't really want to poke too much because no one's here. To be completely honest, they should have backed, obviously, because as you guys have saw, the 2-0 what? 2 and oh, did she get a kill before? Oh wait, did Ziggs die once, or did he die like when I was trying to kill him for some reason? I'm confused. I don't know what the heck happened there. And let's see. I don't first want to go for recommended. Usually you'd want to go for this, but to be completely honest, I can't get that. So, Berserker's Greaves. Let's see. Let's go with this right now. We'll start getting that, but we're not going to go any further than that build. We're going to go and start burning the Affinity Edge after this. Sorry, minor coughing. I hope I didn't go too loud. I tried covering it up, but let's see. I plan on perhaps trying to get crits off with my... I don't know if my Q does on-hit effects. Actually, I assume it does, but it might not be. But having a good crit chance will always be very helpful, I guess. And right now, Varus is in the lead of farm. But I guess you could see that, like, that was something that was actually a really crit. So as you see, they're not the best at poking me right now. Like, Ziggs could have waited a while for that to have gotten stronger. Okay, so they're just trying to continuously poke me, and I don't have any potions, so that's really bad for me, I guess. But in all particularity, I want a ward down here. And I mean, like, I'm a guy who just wants to farm. I'm not the biggest, like, man, I'm not really afraid of all this. As long as I can get my farm. A few deaths don't really matter too much. And I knew that I could dodge that, to be completely honest. There wasn't really too much doubt in my mind. Sure, there was probably a time where if I wasn't too careful, that would have gotten me, but it wouldn't have killed me because he kind of didn't wait till the very end. Now we're just gonna make sure there's no guys in there because that's important. So I'm passive, I guess. I mean, the thing is with this person is I know that for a fact that this person is always gonna be like an aggressive player, but that's not my playstyle. That's why I like top tanks. If you guys couldn't pick up on that subtlety, it's okay. That much was obvious. He was gonna aim for me, expecting me to stay straight, even though the only way I could have gone was down if I really attempted to dodge that. But I'm hoping I could just say what. So Joey has been like waiting for me to get a video out with him, of course. But I haven't been for a while because I usually go on pretty late, and usually like there'll be times where I'm a little bit impatient. Well, he'll be like, "Hey, you want to do a video?" And I've already done a video. Okay, so they might be trying to do something, but the Lux was all the way up there. I guess he was trying to go down, but I don't know. Maybe she was just being over aggressive, but I have no health, so I don't know why he's getting mad at me. I don't have any mana. I don't have any health. I don't see any way I could have really assisted him there. Just gonna let him know that, because I'm not really gonna try to do things that will get me killed. The problem with all the aggressive acts is they're not that great for someone like me. So she's just way too aggressive, in my opinion. I'm too low to really do anything there. I got some damage off, so if they kill Varus quickly enough, I got the assist, and that's really all that matters. So like I said, I'm going to go towards the Affinity Edge. I still don't have a lot. Thing is with Lux is she's not that great of a support, because she doesn't have any, like, she has a shield, but I haven't seen her use that shield at all on me to, like, protect me from damage. And MF is a pretty immobile champ. She can run really fast with her passive, but I mean, like, if I have to, like, quickly dodge something, I either have to, like, really be skilled at sidestepping it, while other champions have dashes, like Lucian. So, I mean, like, I'm going to say that I'm glad that I'm just not dying. But let's see. That's probably not good enough in this point. Because, I mean, if I'm just, like, wanted to be, like, a really good ADC, like, let's see. Varus has less farm than me, but either I should be really shutting him out of farm if I'm trying to farm, or I should be making, like, some really good, like, opportunities. So they're chasing after that guy. I don't know what's going on. I don't think we could really catch him. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do. But he was way out of there. I hope Joey doesn't get mad. But there wasn't too much we could have done to that. And hopefully they don't try to stop us doing this. Okay, so it seems like she doesn't really care too much about being dead off of that. And I'm glad. If she got mad, I would have felt bad. But I guess since I didn't even feel pressure to use Smite, I mean, that's the impression I got. Because if he didn't use it, and they try to steal with another ability, I guess he just felt since Kha'Zix wasn't anywhere near, he didn't have to worry too much. And sometimes that cocky attitude is just really bad. So I hope you guys can know, like, the difference between having a lead and being a little cocky. Because sometimes you can make plays if you go aggressive just at the right times. But you got to make sure that you don't, like, go above and beyond what your abilities are. So I'm just going to poke. But of course, Varus is better at poking than MF. Because even this ability has to hit a minion for us. And everything else is just kind of not as long ranged, I guess you could say. So of course I'm not really going to... Of course I knew, like, if that hit me I wasn't going to die. But of course, you know, getting out of there was my top priority. Because if they did flash me or anything after me getting hit by that bomb, there's a big chance that I know that I wouldn't have, like, been able to get out of that. So I wanted to flash a little bit earlier to perhaps get out. And since I can't get the IE right now, and I've been sent back a lot of times, which is not good by any stretch of the imagination, I'm still winning in farm, which is good, and he hasn't been able to get any good items either, strictly because the gold value hasn't really been too great on me. I mean, they've been killed a few times, so there's not much that they can actually do against us. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what we can get done here, guys. So let's see. Right now, the only real threat on the team is Varus. Okay. But the thing is, Varus is still seemingly behind me. Because not only has he died and been able to give gold to our team, but he's 10 from below, which is not good. And he just died to our turret, didn't he? So let's see, I should be able to take this without any, like, relative fear. So hopefully I just can cut it back a bit. Yep, you kind of, like, have to be constantly moving, but I'm not good at that. So I was thinking I could just go ahead and do something else. Such as just back away without attacking it for a little bit, let it fall to a safe distance, and go get it. So he knows we're there. Sadly, there's not much we can do about that. But we can get some gold mid. Dodge out on that. Let's see. Jax is low. So, let's see if we can't gank the top lane. Mid lane has 2 people, 3 people now, of course, but hopefully he's going on. Hopefully we could get the Jax. He went on the Teemo, so sadly there was not much we could do about that. And I just needed to use my ult, to be completely honest. I was hoping we could do more, and now that we're going to definitely need some help out mid lane. Ah, dang it. Sorry, Shin. Come on. I don't want to go around that way. I was trying to make it go, but the pathing is just the other way. I'm really glad you came up, MF. So I'm being very useful, I guess, in terms of making things a little bit more worth it. So let's see. Right now, I have very low mana, and Sona has low mana and health, but she has more mana than I do. But I don't have any like real abilities to go to make use off of that. But hopefully I can get off one auto attack at least, because I have red buff now. So just being able to get that off should be decent. So, and yeah, I think it actually procs on hit effects with my Q. So that's pretty good. Okay, so the only people on the teams who teleport are Jax and Ziggs. So let's use came down to the mid lane. It was Ziggs, I think, but you can't be too sure on that. He could have walked, because Jax is at top. Like, he didn't show himself at 4, so part of me was wondering if it was a ploy almost, to make sure that we couldn't see who they were sending after us. And that would have been a decent thing for them to do, because if we can't see who we're fighting, we have to be careful, because even though Jax is only 2-2, he hasn't really been like extremely fed or anything. I don't know why team was going for that. Okay, so my ult's up soon, but there's no one who can really respond in time. So hopefully we can kill the minions. I don't care about tanking a little bit of stuff, but I mean, even like that, I'm gonna have to go ahead and see if I can't prevent this tower from coming down. So we're both low, and fighting would be foolish, and walking to that Ziggs also was pretty foolish. But hopefully, okay, so right now, oh, that was close. They might try to do something, especially since Sona is so low. And if they do try to dive, I don't think we're going to be able to do anything, so backing off right now might be the best action. So I guess Teemo wants us to help push top lane, but top lane at this moment isn't our biggest concern. Sadly, we can't always comply with what other people want, especially as the ADC, because you have to focus on doing what's best for the team. And if we just like let them go ahead and do whatever they want, it's not going to be good. And it seems like actually they're going towards Dragon. So hopefully we can make something happen there. Okay. So I actually did a number on the Xin Sao, to be honest, which actually worked out quite in our favor. I mean, not the Xin Sao, but I did my ult, so Kha'Zix had to walk right through my ult in order to do anything in terms of that. But they still got the dragon, which is bad for us, but I believe we got the first one, so it's not so bad. And now they have the top lane turret, so in terms of turrets, they are definitely winning. We haven't touched our turrets once, but hopefully we can change that. So our kills are pretty evenly spread, which is good. So eventually, when the time comes, we'll all be decently strong in order to fight the opponents. But until then, we kind of have to be careful. And to do that extent, I've gotten gold, I've gotten farmed up, I have 80 farmed to the Fierce's 48, so it's safe to assume that I'm much, much stronger than he is. Sadly, I don't have enough for this in total, but this also gives critical strike chance, so while I'm not going for the thing in full now, having this critical strike is definitely going to be good for me, especially with my Q. Because, as I said, I wasn't sure before, but now it takes the critical strike chance, and I have 25%, so not only does it hit once, but because it hits twice, it can double up that chance for a critical strike. So let's see if we can't just make it rain. So let's look at that. Yeah, like I said, you have to dodge it with moving, and that's not the easiest thing to do in the world. So let's see. At this point, there's not a lot I can do. So I should definitely be careful when dealing with these guys, because there's two of them. So I need to maybe call for some assistance. But let's see if we can't just do something good. Okay, like you saw, we got that off the minions. So we could poke a little bit farther range than we're used to with using the helps of the minions. And I don't know if Ziggs actually moved out of this bush. Okay, he did. I mean, he would have moved sooner or later, or perhaps he was just trying to stay in there, and we didn't have vision of the back line of the bush. Okay. So, let's see. This is bad, considering we don't know what Ziggs is, and he has pretty long-range poke. So we don't want to do anything there, but if Lux's Q had hit, that would have been very good for us. Okay, I dodged that. Ugh. Okay, needs to be nerfed. I don't know who needs to be nerfed, but hopefully, let's see. Ziggs is going full AP, so that's something that's good almost for us, because he's now a target. Because, like, let's say she queued the Ziggs, like, usually you wouldn't want to go in on that if he was playing, like, full support, because he wouldn't have been, like, the big, like, worth it target in the world. It wouldn't, like, be the most, like, thing in the world to, like, say, oh, I killed the support by busting everything. I wasn't fast enough, sadly. Sona has met the Heimerdinger, so hopefully she can do something there, but with the Coxes coming in, I would definitely be careful. But our team is kind of, like, going in on that fairly well, and I got that last hit there, so hopefully no one minds. And, I mean, although it probably wasn't the best thing in the world for me to take it, I mean, I'm the ADC, and that's probably really good for me to have it, but I feel a little guilty, I guess you could say, at the most. Okay. Okay. So, good thing that we could have made sure that our support here survived. Good thing, of course. Almost had you, of course. Yep. And I don't mean this in a sarcastic way. I mean, like, I hope he doesn't take it that way, because, I mean, he actually did a very good thing there. Like, he was going to die for sure, so he did whatever he could to, like, try to make it worth his while. If you could take out my support, who is probably also going full AP, yeah, she's going full AP, so it would have been actually, like, really good for him. Now I just double up my chance. And they actually have a pretty far attack distance, so I should be careful. Seems like Jax is dead. Jax is really good with a lot of farm, and it seems like maybe he wasn't so focused on farming. Well, I don't take too much of a late game focus on farm, sadly. I mean, like, that's all I focus on in early game, but I kind of just want to get these waves pushed, and farm is pretty much a bonus, you know? I hope that doesn't sound wrong, but kind of like, I would love to be able to get every farm that I come by, but sometimes it's just hard to do that, especially timing everything right. Okay, so we got that, and either that is Ziggs or something, yep. I didn't know, I think Jax was dead, so I thought it was Ziggs. Okay, so because I reacted to that fast enough, we were able to make our team sacrifice less, and we got a lot of their teams, but Lux was going to die in a full-on, and I actually stopped that. Do you guys have... I was pushing mid. I guess this Kha'Zix's a little mad how things are turning out, but I mean, that's kind of how the ball tumbles, you know? No, I mean, for now, I might want to get the Yomu's rather than Sag Shift, because it's not the best item now to get from this item. So next, I'm probably going to get Phantom Dancers, I guess you could say. I can't fight one of you without getting 3. You don't know how to league if you're alone. Haha, lol. It's funny, because this is actually like a team game, and I mean, sure, you could go off your own pick if you are really good. You could probably try to take this game on by yourself, but there's a big chance that it's not going to work out too well if you think you can just take off on every challenges that comes your way by yourself. You know? That's the thing. This game comes with a need for relying on your teammates. You know, unless you could get to the point where you could 1v5 without breaking a sweat, I mean, you're going to have to rely on your teammates for this whole thing. This whole game. Okay, so Xin Sao is going after the guy. He might need a little backup. So, let's see. That's what I like about the crit chance. Sure, it probably didn't seem like there was too much going on off of that. But as you saw, my auto attacks did a lot more damage than they usually would, and hopefully we could cut the Jax off. Not only because I have this monumental speed boost, but of course I come with that awesome amount of speed. And Jax might not be caught, but hopefully he is. Come on. It looks like he healed enough, but getting back to base. But if you guys saw that Q followed him all the way to the base, I don't know if you guys saw that, but if it was maybe just a little bit stronger, or he had a little bit less health, okay, so for now I don't think we have to worry too much about that, because it got taken care of on its own. Lol, yeah, it followed me to base. It's called pings, random and slow queue. Okay, so I think he's trying to explain to colleagues how this is more of a team game than anything. So let's see if we can't just take this guy down one more time. Okay. Okay, so Jax, like I said, it can become very strong. And that's like the point I was making there, is he is very strong. I think because he might not be able to escape the Varus completely, like, and hopefully he'll be able to survive this. But he didn't. That burst is something ridiculous. He thinks Jin Sao needs enough. I don't. I feel like he's in a good place right now. It's only because Jin Sao is being like a good teammate. He's pulling off these ganks and he's being really good at participating, but I died for the first time, sadly. Okay, so hey guys, got that Sona Q to Jax at base. Lol. I mean, I don't really want like saying it too much. I mean, like, if there's someone like in this game that I really enjoy playing with, I'll probably tell them like that I perhaps have this whole idea of, in that case, hi mama. So like, I think it's really cool, like, if you like find someone, like, if like this Xin Sao wants to play some more games with me, I would totally be happy. Okay, like, that's his own voice. He can be like, oh, that MF is up your butthole. And I'll be like, I was actually there the whole time. You were the one who came in to that party. Okay, so I've taken some damage there. But I don't think it's anything to worry about, because this Sona should be able to heal me just fine. And let's see. I have 8% lifesteal for my... I think this gives me the 8% lifesteal. No, it gives me 3, so I probably have it in my, whatever. I'm gonna run now. Help! Shield, 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 shield! Shield! I mean, perhaps if she turned a little bit sooner and aimed a little bit better, because I mean, sometimes it's hard to aim those Qs because they're purely skill shot, and I myself have trouble aiming it. No, I'm gonna go back on that. I don't need this item too much anymore, I guess. I didn't sell it. Lol. But I mean, if I can get more crit chance, like if you guys look now, I have a total of 60% crit chance, meaning more than one out of every 2 auto attacks will be well, no, there's a chance that, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not good at percentiles too well. But pretty much, at least one of every 2 auto attacks are going to give me a crit. And those crits are very good. I forget how much, per se, a crit does, but if you look at this, like, look at that. Like, you see those bigger bullets, like there, those ones that look slightly bigger? It's not just like this weird thing from MF, it's actually, that's what a crit looks like. It has a different kind of, by the way, good job, MF? I don't know, I'm afraid what he means. I'm gonna question mark this thing. Okay, so I took blue. I'm afraid, bro. This guy could mean something harmful to my health. But as you guys saw, I got that. I'm farming just fine. Okay, so I want you to get that. Okay, so I don't know if you wanted that, but I kind of just used my Yomus. I don't know. LOL, it's a North Shinsao, cause I'm a rectangle. Sorry, I was putting on my special North voice. Shinsao is actually probably very strong. I don't know to be exact, but I think, in all honesty, that I have a really good kind of like thing in here. Like, I have a good amount of crit, so I don't think I need to go for too much crit, but if I want to, I could go for a 100% crit chance. So let's see if I can't just back off this a little bit, try to go in that one like little range where, as you guys saw, I was far enough away that it tried to attack me and it would back off. It would try to attack me and then back off, which is an area that's really good because it allows you to trade with those buffs without taking little to no damage. And because I got rid of some more of my lifesteal by getting rid of that original Doran's blade, like you see like there, no. So of course I don't have a lot of lifesteal to look forward to, so I don't want to get caught by this guy. Screw crit plank. I don't know why everyone's screaming out things that they think she should be nerfed, but I think it's kind of funny. First they're like, they should nerf this Shinsao. Okay, so that's the thing, like, Jax is their frontliner, while Shinsao is kind of our frontliner. Shinsao isn't as tanky as Jax. As you can see, he's going for mainly damage items, while Jax is a mixture, and Jax is already, like, really hard to fight. So, while this may look really good for us at the moment, there's an easy way that I could go very sour, so I'm going to go get the last Whisperer, hopefully with more armor pen. I can pierce that shell of his, and by that I mean he has a decent amount of armor, hopefully, because I can get more damage off of each attack now. But of course, let's listen to that flap, flap, flap. That's what people call the Jax Tower Destroyer, and he might destroy the tower, but hopefully we could get there in time to try to defend the inhibitor. And they've got the dragon. Sadly, there's not much we could do there. I wish we could really go in and be able to challenge Jax, but at this point he's getting really strong. And he has farmed very well compared to some of the members of his other team. That's one thing you gotta understand about certain champions. Champions like Jax can like get incredibly strong. So hopefully that we could say that this was a mistake on his part. Like, he got really cocky for no reason. Okay, I flashed, hoping to confuse him momentarily, and I need that heal. I'm really low on health. I didn't get the kill, but I'd say we should get... Everyone on our team has a decent amount of kills, but they also have a good spread of kills on their team as well, so we shouldn't be, like, clapping ourselves on the back just yet. This will be useful to get out of base, especially if Jax Since Jax has teleport, if he teleports into his minions, he can get a good split push and go. OMG, I wasted my ulti. So I have no idea what that means, but I think he used his ult on something. He wanted to go for smite, lol. That's like, the crits are real though. I'm just smack, smack. Like those last 3 attacks were all crits, so I'm actually incredibly strong at the moment. Let's see, Jax is 10-7, I'm not. Okay, so I don't know if Varus will be dead by the time I get there, but let's hope I can get some damage off. Okay, so Lux wanted that, but I guess I can totally agree with that form of thinking. She, by all means, has been doing a great job. She does a lot of damage, so letting her get that kill is very... he's just incredibly strong, and the thing is, I was by myself, and if you guys don't know, Taste of Fear, it deals bonus damage to people by them who are isolated, such as I was there. I had no one in my vicinity, and right now Teemo is really screwed if they find him. So hopefully they can just leave him, or he could go. Don't. Okay. Now I would just run, just run. Okay, no, he's gonna wait for his invisibility to get back up. So I wonder if he's gonna try to fight him again under the stealth, or if he's gonna do something else. But as you guys can see, Jax is actually very strong. So let's see. Does Ziggs think she can bomb this Teemo? Now you hope. Okay, so let's not fight. No, fight, please. I can't type, but let's just say if our team starts fighting, it's the end. He didn't even attempt to fight back, but maybe if he popped the barrier, he could have knocked him up or something. So let's see. I could probably do something decent here. So Teemo is here. So I got whoever. He got Ziggs, I got whatever. So I'm starting to die now. I've lost my invincibility, I guess. Because I say that because before I was barely dying. But if you look at this now, in terms like they're all getting their items. So whether or not they like got fed in the beginning, he has a lot of his items. They're actually like starting to become very strong. So in light of that, I want to get Guardian's Angel. Because right now, if you look, AD, AP, it's like there's a good mix on their team. So instead of getting, so not only does it give you both forms of whatever defense, it also gives you good, it's passive. Look, if you go ahead and check, this gives you armor and magic resist, and it allows you to revive. So it's actually a very good item, especially in this, especially in this situation. And now that I finally have this, if you look, I have armor piercing power of 20 and 58%. So let's see if I can't just get a thing on this guy. Okay, so fighting him by himself was really bad, I guess. So right now I can get the armor. I mean, if you look at this, I have a lot of farm, just like Jax. I have pretty much just as many kills, but now he's becoming incredibly powerful. And even if we fight him as a team, it's hard enough not to like actually fight him, which is really, really bad for our team. Like I said, we didn't get a lot of towers early, so that's kind of what's like really bad for us now. We have the similar amount of dragons. We have more kills, and right now, like, we have to like focus Jax because there's nothing more we can actually do. Because if we're not careful, Jax is gonna take us all down. So hopefully now, okay, no one got hit by that. But let's see if we can't just take out the Jax. Okay, so at this point, like, that's a really good team fight. But they don't need me there because I hope they don't need me there. There should be plenty of them to take that out on their own. And as you see, Ziggs actually does damage. Sadly, if Ziggs tries to ult me, he might do enough damage to actually make things happen. So hopefully, I can do something here or there. But at this point, there's like almost nothing we could actually do to fight this, because he wasn't strong in the beginning, but now he has his items. He has like a lot of stuff in order to make himself strong. I hope he's just not. I hope he backed that Varus, because if not, our friend Joey might die. Okay, so the thing is with Ziggs, he has a lot of far-ranged poke. So I got him with the nub of my thing, and I'm just gonna back right here. I don't think any of them can get me in time, and there's no point in trying to like not do anything or like run back, because they're gonna be way too fast for us. Come on, let us make it there in time to do something. Okay, as you guys saw there, I actually do a lot of damage. So I actually do a lot of damage to him, and if he can't fight back, like let's say there's a turret there, we're actually going to do a decent chunk on him. But the thing is, he also has Guardian Angels, the item that I want, so even if we kill him once, he'll come back to life with a certain amount of health. So really, Jax, you can't let me run. So at this point, I have to say we have to be very careful. We're winning in terms of kills. They are probably most likely winning in terms of gold. Because the thing is, like, we have, like, these bounties on us, and because we got an early lead, I'm assuming that the bounties they had, they were able to, the bounties we had, they cashed in on it, and that made them all the stronger. So I think Elixir of Wrath, let's see, health, bonus to Tau, so that's not what we need right now. Right now we need pure damage, because right now, we can't really think of pushing, because we can't even really get that far out without dying. So getting the Elixir of Wrath to give me much more power at this point is just going to be in general better for me, I guess you could say. So let's see, I'm just able to take out farm right now, so hopefully I'm catching up to the Jax. So even if like things go bad, I can get some better items. But at this point I can't really go there. So hopefully they don't know I'm here. So if I was hoping if I could do something there, but he kind of just walked out. But right now most of our team is up. We have Teemo and Lux. That's like at least about half our team. So that was really bad of him, because he wasn't isolated. He was close enough to the minions that attacking head on like that was just in our best interest. And right now I'd say defend that tower. Okay, wait, what happened to our Lux? Don't tell me she DC'd. I should have looked at your build. Okay, so right now we have one of our guys gone, so we could have totally have defended this. But right now, because either Joey got really angry and quit, or he just kind of had some connection errors. But right now, I mean, this was a really good battle in my opinion. And while we won the early game, we end up, I guess, throwing, because they have just as many kills as us. So since we took the early lead, it probably would have been best if we had done something to prevent them from taking the whole thing back from us. Okay. So right now we got them down. So they already have that one hit down, that one down. But at this point, like, we just have to go and do anything. I feel a lot better knowing this was recorded. So right now, it looks bad for us, I guess you could say. But I mean, if we can capitalize off their mistakes, because now they're the ones who are worth gold, and we don't all have our full build, so if we can go ahead and do things, then Yes! Yes, our Lux is back. Of course, she's just defending, I guess. Which is probably a good strategy. Okay, I was hoping to be able to get that. Because right now I really want to have the gold. Okay, that was I was starting. I'm like, who's coming? Who's coming? Who's coming? Give me a sec. So I'm just raising the shades a bit more because I think my lamp went out, so I haven't been able to have this like big volume of light, and it's kind of hard to see the keys. Sadly, maybe if they were more luminescent, I guess the letters, that would actually be like really nice. They probably have keyboards like that, especially if like you need to better see what keys you're pressing. And I mean like, I'm just thinking how nice that would be. So now you see I have this aura around me that the Jax has had around him for a while, but he doesn't have it now, meaning if he goes and fights me and he kills me early, okay, I'm hoping, come on, speed from my passive. Okay, so there's no ward here. So right now, I have a good advantageous point from attacking from behind. I was hoping to take one of them out, but so I took one of them out for my own life, and I think we could definitely go and get something out of this. Jax failed his actually flash, but Jax was one to finally kill me, so that's a little bad on us. Come on. Come on. Okay, Sona should be able to touch him with that. No. But if they do chase, either there could be some trouble with that, but I'd say right now we should just back and defend. Because if we don't, we might just lose from not doing much of anything. So it seems Timo died shortly before me, so I guess they attacked him and whatever. And that was probably bad for us in the end. Okay, so Timo was asking for help. Of course, this Lux isn't doing anything, so I guess Joey's just being like doing nothing. He probably is just raging because he's not out yet. So either Ziggs will realize that and hopefully be a nice guy. Okay, I guess he just wants kills and he's not doing anything. We were losing so bad, I don't know, fans, but for real, bruh. Like, they were probably mad at the Ziggs, but I mean, in anything, like TY for recording, I'm gonna just say, like, there's value in this, because, like, this is something I've been saying, like, before. Like, if you just give up and do what, like, this Lux is doing, you're going ahead and, like, allowing yourself to be, like, defeated, because you are in a bad mood or something from this whole thing. So this Yomu's hasn't been doing the best job for me, and I want to get the Ranuan Hurricane. I mean, it's not the best item in the world, but being able it's gonna help me farm. And I'm gonna sell my Phantom Dancer and Toms for Static Shiv, because right now I'm gonna focus completely on farming and keeping these enemies off our base. If you guys don't know what that means, like, Ranuan's Hurricane will allow me to attack multiple things and deal on-hit effects multiple times. And like, if you look at that, it's just actually like gonna help me be able to farm. Of course, I lost some of my crit, sadly, and that was probably like a lot of my strength. So this might have been a bad thing in the end, but there's not much I can really say or do about it now, because we got more crit off our static shift. But I think one of the Yomus. Okay, so apparently we're still losing these fights, but it seems like they have lost the ability to push, and we should be able to take out their whole team. So if our team should now be able to defend, and this was probably a bad buy, so hopefully I didn't completely destroy my chances of getting these items back. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this, sell this. I should be able to get Phantom Dancers right away, because I still had some money left over from what I wanted. And I wish I could just take everything I just did back. So let's see. Getting the Yomus again will cost me a bit of money. Look, stay at base. I don't know what they mean. Why can't I have Fizz's jump? Oh yeah, if you had Fizz's jump, yeah, Kha'Zix would be less OP, right? So let's see. They're getting the dragons. They're kind of like really like having us in a corner, but this is really something that's really nice and cool, I guess you'd say, is even though we're backed against the corner, we're actually like holding this game off. So if we can like catch up again, because like now they all have their full builds, but everyone on our team almost has. Okay, Teemo. Hopefully he'll get what I mean by that, because I don't want to have to explain. But I think Teemo is trolling now. Sadly, it seems like plenty of people on our team have lost the will to fight. And it's pretty much now me, Sona, and Xin Zhao that are trying to fight. And that just makes everything really bad. Teemo is not maybe totally trying to fight, and maybe he's trying to stack armor. I can't say that's truly troll, because he actually has a decent amount of kills, but he's also dying a lot now. But that might just be from the increased like ability for their team to kill. At this point, hopefully we can do something. Ah, no. Okay, so Jack should have his whatever popped if we're careful, but we actually died. I mean, lost. So right now I'm going to say that I'm not going to like put off Teemo as a troll right now, because he might have been trying to do something and actually like trying, but right now I'm going to have to say like one thing you have to do is always try your best, because we had a good chance there, because we took the early lead. We had some pretty strong champs on our side, such as Xin Zhao. We had Lux, who, building full damage, got us not only through the laning phase, but she did a lot of damage. So I think she kind of gave up hope there, which is understandable. So I'm not going to like say she was a troll or blaming, because she probably just like got really sick of this game. But I'm saying like we had every chance to win this, and if you're in this situation, you should not give up. Hopefully you guys learned a lot. If so, I hope you also enjoyed the video. If you also learned a lot, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the League of Legends. Perfect endings, OP.